Welcome to the series on news trading basics. Today I will discuss about the forex trading. The foreign exchange market, which is usually known as forex or FX, is the largest financial market in the world. Because you can start with even a $10, $20 and try to earn some factors, but the problem is it's not that easy as it seems. That's why you should understand the forex and then only start live trading. So today I will discuss all the things related to forex trading. In very simple terms, forex is the global market that allows one to trade two currencies against each other. While trading, if you think currency will be stronger versus the other and you end up correct, then you can make a profit. And to get correct, you will need to analyze some formats, whether a technical, fundamental, or sentimental. I must say, before you enter into the market, you must be aware of some very basic things, which I am going to discuss. Currency traders buy currencies hoping that they will be able to sell them at a higher price in the future. The price of the currency is usually a direct reflection of the market's opinion on the current and future health of its respective economy. Suppose you are trying to open a position in euro, that means if you want to buy it, you are bullish about the Eurozone economy. If you want to sell it, you are bearish about the Eurozone economy. In the forex, US dollar USD is known as the king in the market because the United States economy is the largest economy in the world. The US dollar is the reserve currency of the world. Most of the other countries' reserve banks store their reserves in the form of US dollar. The United States has the largest and most liquid financial market in the world. That's why US dollar is known as the king in the market. And it amounts to nearly more than 90% of the trading in the world. The bulk of forex trading takes place on what's called the interbank market. Unlike other financial markets like the New York Stock Exchange or London Stock Exchange, the forex market has neither a physical location nor a central exchange. But it works so efficiently that settlement takes every single day. As you finish up trading, you will get up your due. Uh, if you are in profit, that profit will be credited to your account. If you are in loss, that loss amount will be deducted from your account. The forex market is considered as the over the counter market due to the fact that entire market is run electronically within a network of banks, and it works continuously over a 24-hour period 5 days a week. FX market is spread all over the globe with no central locations. Traders can take place anywhere as long as you have an internet connection. You just need an internet connection, mobile device, or a laptop. Because forex is so awesome, traders came up with a number of different ways to invest or speculate in currencies. One important thing to note about the forex market is that while commercial and financial transactions are part of the trading volume. Most currency trading is based on speculation. That's why you will find everyday currencies move abruptly. Means you will find much more movement in currencies as compared to stocks or commodities. Most of the trading volume comes from traders that buy and sell based on the short term price movement of currency pairs. And here is the biggest danger because that's why it is said that almost 90% traders fail because most of the trading happens on account of speculation. Everybody feels that I may earn some money sitting at home very easily, but not it's not that easy. So always be careful while entering into the market. The trading volume brought about by speculators is estimated to be more than 90%. The scale of the forex market means the liquidity. The amount of buying and selling volume happening at any given time is extremely high. And that's why somebody feels forex is so awesome. Traders try to bring up different ways to invest or speculate in currencies. Among the financial instruments, the most popular ones are retail forex, spot FX, currency futures, currency options, currency exchange traded funds, also known as ETFs, forex CFDs, and forex spread betting. Even you can earn by betting on the spread of particular pair. Let's discuss about these in detail. So, currency futures. Futures are contracts to buy or sell a certain asset at a specified price on a future date. That's why they are called futures. A currency future is a contract that details the price at which a currency could be bought or sold and sets a specific date for the exchange. Even you will find there are billion dollar, $1 million futures are traded. Those are specifically traded by the big players and the banks. But you will find the data, some website publishes data which contract has the expiry, how many amount of that particular futures will expire today, and during that period that particular currency moves in certain that direction. Suppose more options are related to buy or short. So you will notice I will discuss all these things later, just giving you the idea. So expiries do affect the movement of currencies sometimes. Currency options. An option is a financial instrument that gives the buyer the right or the option but not the obligation to buy or sell an asset at a specified price on the option's expiration date. If a trader sold an option, then he or she would be obliged to buy or sell an asset of a specific price at the expiration date. So you can find option for a 15 minute, 10 minutes, 5 minutes even. Earlier, there were the contest at the Dukascopy platform where we used to trade option for a 5 minute, 10 minute, hour, 30 minute, like that. And maximum amount was for the day. However, the disadvantage in trading FX option is that market hours are limited for certain options and the liquidity is not nearly as great as the future or spot market. Currency exchange traded funds ETFs. A currency ETF offers exposures to a single currency or a basket of currencies. Cur- Currency ETFs allow ordinary individuals to gain exposure to the forex market through a managed fund without the burdens of placing individual trades. In the retail forex, you buy some amount of particular currency pair and you sell it, or you open a short position and you buy it. Currency ETFs can be used to speculate on forex, diversify a portfolio, and hedge against currency risk. Suppose you have another position in your account and you want to secure that, hedge that, then that time you can use the ETFs to open a exactly opposite position. Spot FX is an off exchange market, also known as over the counter market. The off exchange market is a large, growing, and liquid financial market that operates 24 hours a day. It is not a market in the traditional sense because there is no central trading location or exchange. In an OTC market, a customer trades directly with a counterparty. Suppose two persons are there standing on the ground and one want euro, one want USD. They can exchange at that moment. Like this, trading happens in the spot FX. Unlike currency futures, ETFs, and other currency options, which are traded through centralized markets, spot FX are over the counter contracts, private agreement between two parties. Most of the trading is conducted through electronic trading networks or telephone. The primary market for FX is the inter-dealer market where FX dealers trade with each other. A, if you are known dealer, property dealer, many of the times we may heard like that word. A dealer is a person who deals with the two parties. A dealer is a financial intermediary that stands ready to buy or sell currencies at any time with its clients. Like car dealer buys from one person and sells to another person. Similarly, there are dealer in the forex market also. The interdealer market is also known as the interbank market due to the dominance of banks as FX dealers. You will find certain like JP Morgan is there, uh, many more big banks are there which publish their analysis on their websites. So you can get the idea how the banks are positioning in the forex market. The intraday market is only accessible to institutions that trade in large quantities and have a very high net worth. So obviously this is not for the retail traders who want to open account with some small amount of money like 1000 USD, 500 USD like that. This interdealer market includes banks, insurance companies, pension funds, large corporations, and other large financial institutions. Manage the risk because they manage the risk associated with functional with fluctuations in currency rates. Sometimes, while trading, you will observe whenever there is a certain data release or the news, you will find sudden movement of 20 50 pips 20 to 50 pips in particular currency pair, and this movement is obviously created by these interbank dealers, big banks, pension funds, large corporations like this. They also trade in the currency market. So you must be the today my purpose for today is to make you familiar that there are so many players acting against you in the forex market whenever you open a position. That's why you trade with the stop loss in place and the profit target. Profit target even you can miss, but stop loss is a must whenever you open a position. Now, the most relevant thing to us is retail forex. Retail, because generally more than 80% traders in the market are retail traders. Retail forex is a secondary OTC market that provides a way for retail traders to participate in the forex market. Access is granted by so called forex trading providers. That's why we hold the account with the broker. Forex trading provides trade in the primary OTC market on your behalf. They find the best available price and then add a markup before displaying the price on their trading platforms. This is similar to how a retail store buys inventory from a wholesale market, adds a markup, and shows a retail price to their customers. Forex trading providers are also known as forex brokers. Technically, they are not brokers because a broker is supposed to simply act as a middleman between a buyer and a seller. But this is not the case. Because a forex trading provider acts as your counterparty, this means if you are the buyer, it acts as the seller. And if you are the seller, it acts as the buyer. So, whenever you go through the terms and condition of the forex broker, you will find there that they open a position against your position, because we buy, if you want to sell some currency pair, we will buy, broker will provide us that currencies to sell, so that's why they act as a buyer from somebody else. Although a spot forex contract normally requires delivery of currency within 2 days, in practice nobody takes delivery of any currency in forex trading. The position is rolled forward on the delivery date, because have, because when we you will trade, you will come to know that we never take delivery of any pair we buy. All things happens electronically. In the forex trading, you are actually trading a contract to deliver the underlying currency rather than the currency itself. It's not just a contract, it's a leveraged contract. Retail forex traders can't take or make delivery on leveraged spot forex contracts. Leverage allow you to control large amounts of currency for a very small amount. Retail forex brokers let you trade with leverage, which is why you can open positions valued at 50 times the amount of the initial required margins. We usually trade on margins because even for a single lot of 1,000 currency pair, we can open it in the amount of $10, $20. So, and so some brokers even provide thousand times. That is a very risky. Instead, you should not opt for that. Even if you are a beginner, you should just keep the margin of leverage of 1 is to 30. That is advisable for the beginners. I will briefly explain the forex spread betting. Spread betting is a derivative product, which means you don't take ownership of the underlying asset but speculate on whichever direction you think its price will move up or down. Forex spread bet enables you to speculate on the future price direction of the currency pair. Suppose in the future, like if currency turns around, if economy turns around in the United States, obviously US dollar will move to the upside. So we can speculate, yes, USD will be higher in the future after 1 or 2 years. So like that we can bet using the forex spread bet. You may heard about the stock CFDs. Our own platform provides the option CFDs, stock CFDs, and forex CFDs are there. Forex CFD is a contract for difference. It is actually a financial derivative like the stock derivative we have. I have already discussed in my earlier videos. Derivative products track the market price of an underlying asset so that traders can speculate on whether the price will rise or fall. The price of the CFD is derived from the underlying asset's price. Suppose if you are buying the euros CFD, so that price will depend on the euro. A CFD is a contract typically between a CFD provider and a trader, where one party agrees to pay the other the difference in the value of a security between the opening and closing of the trade. In simple terms, CFD is basically a bet on particular asset going up or down in the value with the CFD provider, and you agree that whoever wins the bet will pay the other the difference between the asset's price when you enter the trade and its price when you exit the trade. Like suppose in if you toss a coin, it is similar to little different but similar. If you toss a coin and we feel that it will be head, so head will win and the tail will lose like that. Now here the difference in the forex CFD is that it is consist of particular price. If you say the euro CFD will go up, then and if you wins means if you go right, then the other contract provider will give you the that much amount difference between the current price and the betted price, means the price you have expected to go up and the price at the current moment. So like that, forex CFDs provide you the benefits of bettings. Trading forex CFDs gives you the opportunity to trade a currency pair in both directions. You can at the moment you can take both long position and short position. If the price moves in your chosen direction, you would make a profit, and if it moves against you, you would make a loss. So that's why every trading carries some risk. So be careful while trading in the market and first understand all the aspects related to forex trading and even the stock trading and investing, then only start the trading. I will explain all these things with the live example while with the charts in the coming videos as these basic concepts are gets over. So that's it for the day, friends. Hope you have enjoyed the content. Thank you for watching and see you in next video.